Vessels was good. Hey, look, sometimes in life, people don't know how to say anything positive, and it can annoy the hell out of you. But what you're going to have to do is just, you're going to have to arm yourself with positive thoughts. Positive thoughts are going to have to be your savior. They're going to have to be your Jesus, your knight in shining armor. Positive thinking, positive thoughts, affirmations. When you're around people who think negative, when you're around people who constantly speak negative, people who are constantly thinking like the world is telling them to think, when you're around people who constantly just keep spitting out rhetoric from television and stuff like that, you're going to have to think positive because you don't want to take on any unnecessary mindsets. And what people will try to do is they'll try to cast a negative spell on you by speaking negative things, speaking about negativity, speaking about stuff on the news, the worst possible things, people getting shot, people being sick, people all that stuff. When people are constantly speaking about that, you're gonna have to arm yourself. You're gonna have to change the conversation, work on talking about something different, maybe try bringing it to their attention if they speak about negativity too much. But sometimes people, that's just them, they're not going to change. So what you have to do in that situation is just to stay focused on the positive. You have to keep focused on the positive. You have to stay focused on the positive. You don't let anything negative get into your mind to where now your positive mindset, all that positive thinking, is to waste. All right. Some people, they're focused on negative. Some people, they have negative outlooks on life. Maybe things aren't going the way they want. Maybe things aren't happening as they feel they should be. So now, because people don't have the life that they want, they start to think negatively. Because when you don't have the life that you want, when you don't get the life that you want, when you don't expect to get what you want out of life, when you don't get what you expect out of life, it's downhill. You're going to be looking for everything that's bad. You're going to be looking for all the bad things in life instead of all the good things in life. That's why it's good to gear your mind for the good that you want out of life. Because when you focused on good, when you work towards bringing good into your life, that'll help you have a healthy mindset. It'll help you focus on good. It'll help you focus on what's positive. That way you'll have good and positive coming into your life. When you say things like good things are supposed to happen to me, instead of, oh, I have the worst luck ever, oh, I got bad luck. When you say things are like good things are supposed to happen to me, things always work out for my favor, things always work out for those who love God and for those who love good. It's all about what you speak. It spells like witchcraft. All that is just the improper use of God. When people use witchcraft, when people cast negative spells, they're just using God incorrectly. God is I can. God is going to be a positive, safe, happy, joy-filled day. That's God. God's not, oh man, all this negative stuff with a sprinkle of death on top. That's not God. That's not positive. You have to speak positive. You have to think positive to get positive. When you want money, you have to think about it in a positive way. When you want better out of life, you have to look at your life in a positive way. When people are speaking negatively about certain things, and that's all they have to say, that's why things don't get better. That's why things don't improve, because their mind is stuck on that negative. All right. Some people, they just won't change, and you can't let it affect you. You can't let it affect you that that's the way they think. You can't let it affect you that that's the way they speak. All right. Find something positive to talk about, uh, or just find something positive to think about and not say anything. Sometimes that works too. Just making sure that you're staying positive, though. That's the main thing. Like, because when you get around some people, it's their goal and it's their objective to put you in a negative frame of mind, to make you think negative, because they see that you're thinking positive. They want you to think negative because they don't, whatever positive thinking is going to get you, they don't want you to get that. They know that in order to have good things happen, you have to think positive. Because when you think negative, only thing that comes is bad. Only thing that comes is what you don't want. Only thing that comes is more of what you have a problem of. Whatever you don't want, you'll get more of it when you focus on it. Make sense? So that's why it's good to focus on positive. It's good to focus on the better, because you'll get better. You'll get positive. So make sure, right, when you're around people, you don't let the negativity into your mind. You just know, okay, that's the way they think. That's the way they talk. I'm not going to think that way. I'm not going to speak that way. I know different. I know there's a better way for me to express myself. I know there's a better way for me to speak. There's a better way for me to think. I'm not going to think negative because that's going to damage me. That's going to damage what I'm trying to do with my life. That's going to damage my success. That's going to damage my mindset. Thinking negative is going to make you think the worst about your situation. It's going to make you think the worst about your life. You want to be able to think positive about every situation, as positive as you can. You want to be able to think positive, and you don't want to have anything make you think negative. All right, and nothing can stop you no matter what. If you think positive, you're going to be able to think positive. It's not going to be anything that gets in the way of that. And you have to be able to. You have to keep a positive mindset. You have to, because there's so much negativity out here. There's so much negativity being spread. It could change your mind, and you don't want that to happen. So with that being said, I gotta go handle something. I gotta take care of something. You already know it's gonna be a part 2 to this. This is part 1. Make sure you have some fun. Have a good day, and I'll get back to y'all in a little bit with the part 2 of how not to let a negative mindset affect you.